Hey everybody, I wanted to take a moment to chat about the needs assessment paper, which is going to be a project for our small group communication course. And just wanted to clarify a few things and try and explain a little bit what's happening with the paper. So as you probably are aware, this is the first stage or first part of the larger group assignment in the course. So that's really getting us started and making sure that you're on the same page as a team, making sure we're on the same page as with you as a group and me as the instructor, make sure we're all heading in the right direction before we get too far down the tracks here. So the needs assessment paper, you're essentially going to identify community need. Now, one of the first questions is what community? And then the answer is whatever community you would like it to be in. It can be one of the communities where somebody from your group lives. That's always a good idea so that somebody's connected to it and has access to information and things like that. But it doesn't have to be. It could be a community anywhere, really, any kind of community and with any kind of need. And so that's the other question. What kind of need? That doesn't matter either. As long as it's something that you can reasonably manage and reasonably put together a solution to. You're not going to solve world hunger, unfortunately, with this group project, but anything else really that I just want you to identify something specific enough for you to reasonably come up with a solution, a realistic solution that you could propose to that community and the people who are making those decisions. So identify a community need. Doesn't matter what community, doesn't matter what need, doesn't have to be related to school or any particular area. Any kind of community need that you can identify and feel like you can propose a reasonable solution for as a group, then that's fine. So identify any community need. Eventually, the end result of this for this paper is going to be a 3 to 5 page paper. And so that's where you're headed with all this. It's going to explain, first of all, the needs and the audience. So you're going to identify, again, what is that community need? Explain that need to me or needs to me. What are the needs that you're going to try and address in this project? And then specifically, who's the audience? Who are the decision makers? Who would you be contacting? You're not going to be required to do this, but who would you be speaking to? Who's the audience for this message? Is it the city council? Is it a board of some nonprofit organization? Is it the CEO of a company? Who's the audience for this? So identify the need or needs as specifically as possible, and then identify the audience as well. Explain who that is as well. So you're going to do that as part of this paper. The other thing you're going to do as part of this paper is just briefly explain what are some of the different processes, group processes that you use that we've talked about in class. Connect this back to the class. What are some of the processes that you've identified already as part of your group work? What are some of the things that you've seen at work? This does not have to be an exhaustive list. This doesn't have to be a huge piece of this, but I would just want you thinking about, okay, what are some of the things that we've noticed in the group process as we've worked together to this point at this stage? Now, this is still fairly early on, so I'm not asking for any analysis or anything like that. Just identify and discuss what these processes are, maybe, how you've used them. And if you want to talk about how it's gone, that's fine. But really just identifying these are some of the things that we've seen at work during this project. Yeah. Okay. Obviously it's not an exhaustive discussion, but just wanted to fill in some of the gaps maybe. But don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions about this assignment. You will turn in one of these for your entire group, not each individual, just one paper for the entire group. So just pick somebody to submit it, and you'll submit it through the assignment area. And so I'll look at one of these per group, but let me know if you have any questions or as we're moving through this, and I'm happy to help. I'm here to be of support in any way that I can. All right. Enjoy the project. Looking forward to seeing the results.